Yo podría decir que al inicio del proyecto desconocíamos y sí nos causó poco interés, ¿no? Pero en la medida en que tuvimos la oportunidad de que nos comunicaron o nos informaron de qué se trataba, pues fuimos poco a poco involucrando en ese proyecto.
Bueno, ahora estamos capacitando para poder defender. Ahora ya sabemos, los niños, mayores, las mujeres, ya saben ya cómo nosotros podemos escapar, es que viene terremoto.
Estamos aprendiendo cómo apagar incendios, cómo curar a la gente y cómo darle vida de nuevo.
Capacitando un poco en esta comunidad para defender nuestra vida.
La gente, los miembros de mi comunidad no conocían asunto de desastre natural, pero hoy gracias a Dios, gracias a la visión mundial que llevamos ese cargo a través de capacitación, se está poco a poco, año por año, estamos mejorando, conociendo para salvar nuestra vida en campo indígena.
Throughout the history of Ecuador, there have been many natural and man-made events that can cause such disasters as earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, floods, and fires, among others. These events have caused social, economic, and environmental problems. Therefore, we can conclude that Ecuador is very vulnerable to catastrophes that can greatly affect the population now and in the future. For these reasons, in June 2003, the Australian Agency for International Development, USAID, along with World Vision Australia and the Latin America and Caribbean Regional Office, LACRO, launched the Community Emergency Response and Disaster Mitigation Project, CERDIM, in Ecuador. The main objective of the project is to strengthen the community's capacity to respond to emergencies, thus reducing the effects of the disaster. World Vision Ecuador selected 2 area development projects, ADPs, one in the Cotopaxi province with the Hatun Huigua Union of Indigenous Farmers, UOPIC, in the Pujili Canton, and the other one with the Path of Progressive Social Development Committee, CODESOC, in the Sacasili Canton. These ADPs were chosen because they were affected by an earthquake in the Pujili Canton back in 1996, including the potential eruption of the Cotopaxi volcano, and because of continuous droughts affecting the area. In the beginning, the project created 28 local emergency committees in the local communities. These committees, consisting of 7 people per group, are trained and authorized by the Ecuadorian Civil Defense to provide immediate aid to the population. The training of the local emergency committees is in risk management, integration and functions of the local emergency committee, risk mapping and community resources, mitigation measures, rapid alert systems, response plans, evacuation and rescue, community disaster management plans, damage assessment and needs analysis.
Yo pienso que ha sido una mucha ayuda para nosotros, para la comunidad, y también que estamos conformados como comité local de emergencia realmente. Después de esto yo pienso que hemos sido mucho capaces de hacer cualquier cosa en nuestra comunidad frente a cualquier adverso que pueda pasar en nuestro fenómeno natural que pueda incurrir en nuestras comunidades.
Y creo que este proceso es algo importante que ha dado la organización de cómo involucrar a las comunidades con la defensa civil, que antes ni siquiera se conocía que era defensa civil en las comunidades. Ahora se conoce, se sabe y nuestros compañeros en caso de desastre ya pueden comunicar y tomar acciones con diferentes autoridades y sobre todo, como digo, pues con la defensa civil.
After the members of the local emergency committee have been trained, they then are able to train the families in the communities on risk reduction, response, and rehabilitation following disasters. The technical trainings were held in collaboration with the Civil Defense, the Red Cross, and the local fire departments.
Hemos hecho simulacros de un terremoto, entonces la gente y los niños están preparados para tener su nido de heridos, o sea, estar listos para cualquier eventualidad que haya.
Los resultados son de que los niños y las familias y las poblaciones conozcan sobre cómo tendríamos que actuar en un momento dado ante cualquier emergencia. Y con eso vamos a reducir la pérdida de vidas humanas.
The process has been so successful that the local emergency committees have been legally formed, and they are now supported by the entire civil defense system in the Cotopaxi province. In this way, the project has benefited 3,823 men and 4,726 women for a grand total of 8,549 people. In order to make this project sustainable over time, the School Organization for Emergency and Disaster Mitigation, OEEMD, has been formed. The school organizations allow the development of skills and capacities within children to mitigate and better face risk situations and emergencies. 11 emergency school committees have been formed and trained. The members are children, adolescents, and teenagers. Workspaces for teachers, parents, and students have been established to talk about risk management, evacuation plans, basic first aid, fire control, and other topics. These subjects have been incorporated in the basic school plans in Spanish and in indigenous Quechua, with the support of the Hispanic and Bilingual Education Department in the Cotopaxi province. The textbooks are included in the implementation of the project. Another important goal achieved for the sustainability of the CERTIM project was the establishment of strategic alliances with local organizations. This is why the Humanitarian Aid Network for Emergencies and Disaster, RAHED, was created with the civil defense and public and private institutions, including the local emergency committees. The responsibility of this network is to reduce risk in emergency response situations and to respond and work in rehabilitation following adverse events in the province. After 3 years of hard work, the communities are satisfied with the goals they have achieved. As an example, during the floods in the Yacobamba community in 2004, the local emergency committee coordinated and managed the support to the affected population, demonstrating the skills they have learned. Another example was in 2006, in the community of San Jose de Alpamala, where there was a fire that the teachers and students of the Felipe Serrade School controlled and put out, using their equipment and training knowledge of controlling fires.
Mi papi estaba trabajando allá haciendo la chinchera del presidente. De ahí vinieron a avisar que se estaba quemando la casa. De ahí de ahí han venido los padres de familia, algunos a ayudar a apagar el incendio. De ahí a los profesores vinieron a avisar y nos dijeron que salgan y nosotros le ayudamos a apagar el fuego.
These and many other community actions show the benefits from the Community Emergency Response and Disaster Mitigation Project. The difference between then and now is that the community is now prepared to face different adverse events. These trained families will be better able to protect their lives.